Skia Bank, Pelican Power Sports, Pizza Ranch, and Sunmasters. And now, with the call of the game, here's Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd, and John Winkler.
And for the final time, we welcome you in to Day 3 of the Girls State Varsity Tournament. John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd as we get 3 great games for you on tap. We start with the Constellation Championship here this morning with Watertown taking on Sioux Center. Early morning. Good morning, guys. How you guys doing today?
Good morning.
Yeah, we got some pretty good games here. We're going to start with Watertown Sioux Center. It'll be followed by Brookings and Mitchell in the third place game. And the championship will see Aberdeen and Sioux Falls, the 1-2 matchup. But here this morning, Watertown Sioux Center. I got to think that this early start time is going to favor Watertown because you got to wake up in your own bed. Yeah, you woke up earlier, but you woke up in your own bed. That makes things a lot better coming to play a 9 o'clock game.
Well, I would think it's going to be hard today to top yesterday, personally.
You're right. That was a fun 4 games yesterday.
Yeah, that really was.
But they call this Championship Sunday. So anything can happen on this day. You know, everybody gets to play one more game here.
That's right. Watertown got a 4-1 win against Huron yesterday, and then Sioux Center beat Oahe 4-2 to get to this point. They both had to win games to get to this point. Oahe and Huron were eliminated yesterday. So this game, it's a 4 versus 6 matchup. Sioux Center lost the first game to Mitchell, the 4 versus 6, and for this Sioux Center team, this isn't a walkover game facing the 6th seed. They split in the regular season between Watertown and Sioux Center.
Yeah,
Watertown always seems to have Sioux Center's number for the last few years. In fact, I think this year is one of the first years that Sioux Center beat Watertown in the years that I can remember. So Watertown's always kind of had their number. We'll see what happens today. Watertown's going to have to play well to beat this team. Sioux Center has played well yesterday. So they're going to have to play well.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do, but it should be fun.
Yeah.
We talked about these games, and we haven't seen that 1-goal hockey game quite yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see 3 1-goal hockey games here today because these are 3 evenly matched games going into this championship Sunday.
Yeah, that's really a very good point. We haven't had a 1-goal game so far. It looked like we might last night in the second semifinal matchup, but it didn't work out that way.
And that's the thing is that 7-2 score for Aberdeen that gets to the championship wasn't really a 7-2 score. That was a good hockey game all the way through. And Watertown they started this tournament. They lost 4-0 to Brookings and then came back to win 4-1. Sioux Center they lost 4-1 to Mitchell and then came back to win 4-2. You know those are 2 teams that had to kind of regroup rather quickly. Watertown being shut out, Sioux Center being upset in the 4-5 matchup. Those are 2 losses that can wear on you, especially in a tournament. But credit to both teams for being able to stop to get that corrected early on.
Well, when you get to a state tournament, there's not a lot between the number 1 and number 8 seeds anymore. Typically, there isn't. You know, you're good enough to get to a state tournament, so it's the little things then that make a difference between a hockey game.
Yeah, and everybody that's playing today is just happy to make this day on Sunday, especially the Sioux Center team in Watertown. They just wanted to play on Sunday. You know, you lose that first game, it's always kind of tough in any type of tournament. But they're happy to be here right now, and they're going to be ready to go.
Well, then when you lose that first day, your championship aspirations are out the door.
Right now
you
playing.
can go out and play and have fun.
Yep.
There's no pressure on you anymore. Just go out and do your thing.
That sun's pretty bright here with that garage door open as we get the Zamboni.
Yeah, they have the glare over there. Somebody washed their car. They shouldn't have done that.
Sorry about that. But, this is a great matchup. We'll see. And one thing that I've noticed about this tournament, and specifically we can talk about this, is the goalies for every team have all played really well. I haven't seen a goalie that hasn't been on their A game here this weekend, and expect the same type of thing for these 6 teams, especially with Watertown Sioux Center here this morning.
Well, you raise a good point because you look at the situation where he gave up 7 goals last night, and you might say that wasn't a good performance. That gal stood on her head and did everything she could do.
Yeah.
And really was. We have seen some outstanding goaltending really all season long.
We really have. These goaltenders, their skill level of these goaltenders is pretty amazing. We talk about it all the time and how they can see that puck. Many games yesterday, there was so much traffic in front of the net. I don't see how these goalies can stop anything.
Well, and over the years, you've had situations where people will park out front like that, and the goalies, at least in the NHL, will be kind of tapping you on the ankles and things like that to get out of my crease and get out of my way. And I don't know if they do that here, but yeah, there's so much traffic, they do that, so then the goalie gets screened and they never have a chance.
Yeah, well, and they do. The coaches will do that. They'll call on some girls to hey, go get in front of the net, and I've heard them call that before.
And one of the things that I really like too, I've seen all weekend, without being too aggressive and without getting too many penalties, we've seen maybe one or two, but these players love their goalie. If you're and you're taught to crash the net, even if the puck is frozen, you're still going up there, and they're making sure everybody stays away from their goalie. They love their goalie. They don't want that goalie getting touched, and that's kind of fun to see as well.
Well, and that raises a good thing. A couple of years ago, we were doing a boys game, and John Jackson was helping me at that time, and we had a goalie that went back of the net to get a loose puck, and so he got hit by another player on the opposite team. And so I said, hey, that's and John goes, that's an unwritten rule. You do not hit a goalie. I said, hey, he's fair game back there, right?
Yeah. You're right. He is fair game, but I don't think anybody wants to do that.
No.
That's the other side of the coin. That you kind of leave the other person's goalie alone unless you want to start something. That's all the little minor skirmishes that we see up in front of the net. That's what that is. Just, hey, stay away from my goalie.
Yeah, and that's the fun part about hockey. Nobody's maliciously going after a goalie, going after a player, but it's that camaraderie and the unwritten rules of you got to stay away from our goalie because you're going to do the same thing if we get close to your goalie, and I love that. That shows signs of good teams. We've seen that all weekend long that they're sticking up for their goalie because. The goalie's got the big paddle. The goalie can do a lot of work with that paddle, but we also want to make sure nobody gets any penalties.
Yeah.
We have Watertown and Sioux Center here in the 5th place Constellation Championship game. The crowd's starting to pile in here at the Watertown Mace Arena as we have puck drop coming up for you next. You're listening to the Girls State Varsity Tournament on Capital City Rock, 1480 KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out, stop by for refreshments. Fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals! When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
We're back here at the Watertown Mace Arena as we are getting set for puck drop as the Sioux Center Storm, the Watertown Lakers are making their way back out to the bench. Watertown quite not quite out there yet. But the Watertown Lakers are going to be wearing their road jerseys for the second time here this tournament, and that's kind of fun for the fans to see too. You don't get to see the team's road jerseys at home, but because the higher seed is the home team, so they get to wear the road jerseys this morning.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a blackout here for the Watertown Lakers. The black socks, the black breezer covers, and the black jerseys. So they have a little different look at home. In fact, it threw me off this morning too. I was trying to remember what jersey they wore yesterday, and because something didn't look right.
They had the white jerseys on yesterday, the white sweaters, and the light numbers.
Yeah.
Another one of my favorite things.
I knew something was different. I just couldn't put my finger on it.
Yeah.
You know, when people make jerseys, they never think about the broadcaster.
Never.
Oh, Jeff and I talk about that all the time. We should design these things.
Because we would have the best designs, but then nobody would like us because they'd be very, very bland. Although, actually, they wouldn't even have to be bland. As long as the numbers, because the Watertown, as they come out, those are perfect jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect numbers. Sioux Center the same way. You got the white jerseys with the blue numbers. There's some white trim and black trim around it. But those are great numbers. As long as we can see the back of the numbers, that's all the broadcasters care about.
I would have the names real large on the bottom of the jerseys in the back.
That's true.
And not allow them to tuck their jerseys in.
Right.
Especially with girls, that number that it has to be down farther because of that hair.
Because that ponytail gets in the way,
Yeah, that's right. Well, and of course, a shout out to Wahi, because their numbers are huge.
Yeah.
And they're great.
Yeah. We will throw it down for the introduction of the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Sioux Center Storm. I would like to take a quick second before I do starting lineups to honor the seniors this year. First for the Storm, number 14, Mackenzie Van Roost. Number 19, Jenna King. Number 21, Megan Easter. Number 26, Micaiah Kinklenberg. Number 27, Nicole Coops. And for your Watertown Lakers, seniors, number 3, Skylar Coleman. Number 18, Taylor Esplin. Number 20, Jalen Rye. And number 23, Sophia Krieger. Good luck to you ladies in your future endeavors. Now if I could have everyone please rise for the playing of the national anthem.
Gotta get my...
Now we get the starting lineups for both teams.
And now your starting lineups. First for your Watertown Lakers, starting at defense, number 5, Kate Bowling.
Watertown, the visitors today.
At the other defense, number 23, Sophia Kruger. At one wing, number 3, Skylar Coleman. At the other wing, number 20, Jalen Rye. At center, number 18, Taylor Esplin. And at goal, for your Lakers, number 9, Emma Poisel.
Get the seniors to start for the
Yep,
Lakers.
all the seniors are starting.
For your Sioux Center Storm. Starting at defense, number 14, Mackenzie Van Bruce. At the other defense, number 27, Nicole Coops. At one wing, number 19, Jenna King. At the other wing, number 9, Jaden Canagator. And at center, number 26, Micaiah Tinklenberg. And at goal for your Storm, number 30, Allison Moore. Today's officials, Sam Schroeder and Alex Walter. Let's play hockey, girls.
So the teams have been announced. Some of these seniors, we recognize those seniors. That was nice right before the game. This is kind of an emotional night for some of these seniors, parents and kids. This can feasibly be the last time they put a uniform on. So and these kids give an awful lot to this sport.
You are listening to KCCR FM Blunt as well as KSDR Watertown as we're just about set here for hockey this morning, and Jim Lloyd's got the call for you.
We are on this morning. Watertown Lakers versus Sioux Center Storm. The Lakers are going to break the huddle early from their goalie. Sioux Center now breaks their huddle, and they're going to send their 5 out. It looks like Esplin, Kuhlman, and it looks like Tinkelberg is going to be out there for the face-off, and we're about ready to drop the puck, and the puck is down. Puck scoots over right in front of the Lakers bench, and now down into the far corner, and Holene's going to pick it up in back of the net. Try to bring it around. Tinkelberg finds have a little resistance back there. Pushing on that far corner over there is Jalen Rye. And now the puck comes out of the zone into the neutral zone, parks itself right on the blue line, and picked up by Jalen Rye. For a moment now, Sioux Center Storm is going to bring the puck across the neutral zone. Canagator's got it over on the far end over there. That's Jaden. There's 2 Canagators today for Sioux Center. Sophie Kruger, the Lakers senior, is going to bring it around the back of the net with a backhand over to Jalen Rye. Jalen Rye is going to try to dig it off the boards and look all the way across, and intercepted by Van Verst. And she's going to score the first goal of the game. Van Vroest, that's Mackenzie Van Vroest. She's a senior, 12 goals this year, and she added to her total for the season. So they get on the board quickly at 16-12.
Well, we talk about that first minute or 2 of every game, of every period, how crucial that is.
And we're going to face off with the puck going back into the Lakers zone. This is Bush.
Emma Foisel's in the game now.
Yep, now she saw one already. So this is Bush over on the far board, going to flip it up on the board, and here comes Jacqueline Lloyd, going to find it mid-rink and bring it up through the center neutral ice, up along the boards.
Number 14, Mackenzie Van Bruce.
Van Bruce puts this one game at 1-0. Here's Jacqueline Lloyd, going to get a little backhand up front. Can't find anybody in front of the net. Lakers hold it in. This is Jill Bush. Jill Bush going to look at the net and fires it over to Allison Moore, and she sees her first shot. So 1 shot apiece. It's time for the goalies to wake up. That's a tough one for a goalie. You want to see a lot of shots early, and sometimes if you don't, it's not quite as easy as you might think it is. Jacqueline Lloyd wins the faceoff, goes back over to a teammate down in the corner, and here's Van Vroest trying to tick it out, and Jill Bush going to come in and try to slap it in. Now there's a scramble in front of the net. It looks like it possibly went in. Yes, it did. That's on the far post. That looks like Jacqueline Lloyd found a loose puck and ties this thing up. A loose puck for quite a while in front of the net. Allison Moore tried to wrangle it in. Jacqueline Lloyd pulled it off the post.
So we start over.
Now, starting over at a tie
1-1.
game. And we're going to face off. It looks like Esplin's going to take the face off with Tinkelberg. Collision right in front of the... What is that, 16?
Kranz and Bush got assists.
Bush and Kranz. So the face-off goes down into the far corner. And along the far board, that's Tinkelberg going to bring it back around the back of the net. And she's going to look for a centering pass, and the puck parks itself right next to a pad of Emma Feusel. Lakers zip it all the way around. Tinkelberg's over there on the far corner. Now Sioux Center controls at the blue line, throws it at the net, and it gets upended there by Esplin. That's King down in the corner. She's going to try to center the puck, can't quite do it. Esplin comes up with it, going to try to skate it up in front of her own bench and gets ridden down right in front of her bench. And that's Woloff. Woloff from her defensive position walks it in, takes a shot. Now she's going to have to chase it back out through the neutral zone. This is Coops. Nicole Coops going to take it up all by herself. Jacqueline Lloyd playing resistance. She keeps the puck, throws it down in the center, and there's nobody there. It's going to go all the way to the other side here. And the Lakers are going to try to break it off the board. King is down there and tries to hold it in. Can't quite do it. Here's Jacqueline Lloyd going to try to bring it out and can't. And a shot right up high between the slots. And Emma Feusel has to drop down and save that one. Good job by Sioux Center Storm here holding it in the zone. Lakers trying to break it out the best they can. There's nobody around. Now flying off the bench is Van Roos. That's Faith. And that third line for the Storm is making its way onto the ice. Jill Bush tries to bring it up and now gets a pass all the way up to Kranz. Bounces off her stick, and here's Van Roost. Brings it back around over to here. That's the other Van Roost. Those are sisters. It's Faith and Mackenzie out there today. Jill Bush gonna slap a shot just wide of the net from her defensive position. And it's caught up in the corner now. Now Sophie Kruger or Krantz throws it at the net a little bit wide, and here's Jill Bush, and she finally gets one from the corner, Jeff. Wow. Outside the circle, pretty much her back right up onto the wall, on the far wall, and she throws it at the net, and it goes in. That's a great example of throw the puck at the net.
And that bounced off a Sioux Center stick and went right over the blocker side of Allison Moore and back in the net. It's 2-1 for Watertown.
We might have an 8-6 score the rate we're going here.
We talked about a 1-0. That's not going to happen, is it?
No.
Face-off goes over to, that was unassisted. The face-off goes over to Van Roost. She's going to bring it down. This is Mackenzie. Mackenzie's all around the puck. She plays defense. She plays a lot of offense from her defensive position. We saw that yesterday. Puck gets pinned against the back. That's Sophie Kruger's had it pinned tight. Trying to bring it off the board is Rye. Rye gets it up to Esplin. Gets it, and now does get it out of the zone. And Van Roost will have to go over to the far board and chase it off. She reverses field and comes back over to Woloff. Woloff's another defensive player that tends to shoot the puck quite well. And taken down over there by Esplin. And here's Van Roost. That's Mackenzie's going to shoot it at the goal. And Emma Feusel stopped the first one and had to jump on the second one, so she was laying on top of that one and did find it.
And that was just inside the blue line.
Long shots today.
Yeah.
A lot of long shots. So Emma Feusel making 2 saves in a row. The first one wasn't real clean, and then she ended up finding it the second time. Lloyd's going to face off down here with Tinkelberg to the right-hand side of Feusel. That's won by the Lakers. Tapped out to the sideboard to Kranz, and now Kranz finds Jacqueline Lloyd. Jacqueline and Janelle are coming in. It's 2-on-2. Van Roost is there, and also Woloff tries to go around the back of the net here. Chasing is Janelle Lloyd. She goes down in the corner. And Sioux Center is going to intercept this one and tap it all the way down. Jilly Bush is going to run it down. That was tapped by Vandersweg. Jacqueline Lloyd gets it up to the blue line, not handled by Krantz, and here comes Sioux Center Storm. That's Vanderoos, that's Faith. Gonna take it down deep into the corner. She's got it behind the net. And a little backhand, tries to get a centering pass. Can't quite do it. Jacqueline Lloyd intercepts it. She's gonna get it going with her legs. She's hassled over there right in front of her bench, but now she goes down, sticks are down, and that was, that's gonna be probably a trip on Faith Van Roost, that would be my guess. So our first penalty of the game comes at 11-11. And I think it was a trip. So we're going to face off right in front of the booth, and this is King coming down the far board. She skates pretty strong, We saw her yesterday. She played a great game yesterday. And here's a slap at the net by Sioux Center. And we're going to have another trip over on the other side over there. This is going to go on the Lakers. We're going to have a delayed penalty here until the Lakers come up and get it. It looks like Sophie Kruger's going to grab it now. So at 10:42, we're going to have another penalty. We were in a Pelican Power Sports power play, and that is cleared away. We're going to play 4-on-4. And that's a trip. So it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey. We're going to face off on the right-hand side of Emma Feusel. It looks like it's going to be Lloyd and Kranz. And Tinkelberg, Canagator, King. And it's going to be chased out of the zone by Kranz, and we're going to come all the way down for icing. 4-on-4 hockey.
You get that penalty called against you, and then you think, oh, we got to clear the puck right away, but it's 4-on-4, so there's icing right now for the next 127.
I think that's exactly what happened. I saw Jacqueline Lloyd go over to Kranz and shaking her head, and they kind of agreed on that. Yeah, let's not ice the puck. Won by Sioux Center Storm, and here's a shot from the point. A little bit wide, and going down to get that is Woloff. Zips it all the way back around, and we're going to have a stoppage of play. Must have hit something on the outside of the rink, maybe, is what I'm thinking. So we're going to face off to the left-hand side of Emma Feusel. There's 2 penalties on the board, a few seconds apart. It's 4-on-4 hockey. And Jill Bush going to try to get it up to Janelle Lloyd, and Janelle can't quite catch that one. They're going to chase down. Sioux Center's going to control it in back of their own goalie there. And here comes Jill Bush. She did it before. She scored on one already. And Janelle Lloyd, she picks up in front of the net. That's Jill Bush for Janelle Lloyd. Jill took a shot from deep against the board. And at 10:04, Janelle Lloyd's going to pick up an errant puck and slap it in the back of the net. Janelle will happen to be in the right place at the right time and found it on her forehand and was able to find the back of the net. 3-1 Watertown Lakers at the 10:04 mark. We're going to face off Kuster and Lloyd. We're still 4-on-4 hockey, and here comes Jacqueline Lloyd. She's going to come and bring it up with her legs all the way up through the line and takes a shot from the side. Bounces off Allison Moore. And now Jacqueline Lloyd's going to find it again. In heavy traffic, she's going to try to get to her forehand. It gets upended by Sioux Center Storm right in front. And here comes Jacqueline. She picks off a pass, and she's going to shoot it again at Moore. In and out of the glove. Chasing around the back of the goal is Janelle Lloyd. And a little bit of a pileup over on the far board over there between the Sioux Center Storm, and here comes Sioux Center. They're going to try to break that one out. Coming up through neutral ice, this is Vandervorst. This is McKenzie. McKenzie finding herself all over nifty, and she scores. I was going to say a nifty stick handling there. She kind of went through about 5 or 6 Lakers and got all the way up to Emma Feusel right on her doorstep and pitched it in at 9:14.
It wasn't the best looking shot. It was in terms of, I think she partially fanned on it, but it works. Any shot will work. You get a goal scored, and it's 3-2.
Well, and I think the key is there. She got in real tight to Emma Feusel, got basically right on the corner of her shoes. And Emma, it's hard to see that one when it's right down in your shoes, and she just kind of flipped it in. Esplin's going to take the face-off here, and it is controlled by Sioux Center, and this is King. King's going to bring it in on her forehand. Reverses field, going to come back out here to Woloff. Woloff's going to look for a shot and got a shot over to the goalie. Emma Feusel knocks it out. A little traffic in front of the net that time. And it looks like another centering pass. Look out, Emma. That's going to be right at your shoes again, and she saves that one. Now it's going to go back out to Van Roos from her defensive position. It looks like they're going to try to do a little give and go here. Can't quite get it. Yeah, now they get it. And Emma Feusel finds it. That's a give and go from her defensive position.
That went off the far post. Yeah. Sioux Center thought they tied the game up. Boy, they were that close to tying the game up.
That's a nice little play, too, by McKenzie. And it looked like maybe it was Canagator over on the far end that gave that back up. So we're going to face off to the right-hand side. It looks like Jacqueline Lloyd's going to face off, and Sioux Center Storm gets a shot off the corner. I think it was King that tried to put it in over there, and there's every player except for 2 are piled in front of the net right now.
3rd and inches.
I was going to say, we might have to go to the monitor to see where that puck's going to be spotted at.
Sioux Center Storm had 2 defensive men sitting on the blue line. Everybody else was in a pile.
That was wild. Talk about a team save again.
Yep, that was a team save. No, last I saw, there was a bouncing puck right in front of Emma.
And there was an open net there for a moment.
There was. Lakers are going to win the faceoff here, and this Sophie Kruger is going to look up the ice, and now she gets it down, and we're going to probably have an icing on that one. As Wolof chases it back down.
Both teams are back to full strength.
Full strength. So we're going to come all the way back down in front of Emma Feusel on her left-hand side. It looks like Kuster, Kanagater, and Vandersweg are going to be out there for Sioux Center. Looks like Wolof, Van Vorst, Lloyd, and Kranz. And Kate Holene's going to play out there with Sophie Kruger in defense. And the puck's going to go down, and that's won by the Lakers. Kruger takes it all the way back over to Kranz. And there's Jacqueline Lloyd's going to bring it up all by herself. She's going to have some traffic along the board. That's Van Roos that slides her along the boards, and she goes down behind the net. And Janelle Lloyd's going to find it, bring it all the way back out to Kruger at the defensive position. Kind of going to dump it back down now to Lloyd. Lloyd's going to look in the center of the ice to her sister and going to get it to her forehand, slaps it into traffic and can't get anything going down there. This is Van Roos. This is Faith going to take it down the ice and gets out ahead of herself. Holene's going to grab it behind her own goalie, reverses the field. Janelle Lloyd's going to find it along the boards and going to try to slap it along the boards and get it back out, not before it's upended there by Van Roos. That's Faith. And now it's going to go deep into the zone and picked up back there by Wolof. Wolof's going to try to get it on her stick, bounces it off the boards and intercepted by Jill Bush. Going to knock it down deep again. And they're going to start back over in back of their own goalie. And here's a loose puck that did kind of come out in front. That's Esplin. She couldn't find it at her skates. And Burnell's going to tap it in with a backhand, and now it comes out of the zone where Kranz is going to bring it all the way over across the ice to Jill Bush. Can't quite get it on her stick. And they're going to recover back into the position here. This is Coops. Coops going to bring it all the way down the ice. Didn't quite get a shot off. Now she tries a centering pass, upended there by Esplin. Back around the back of the net is Jill Bush. And on her stick now is Esplin. She bounces it off the boards and intercepted by Sioux Center Storm. There's a shot that goes a little bit wide. That looked like that was from Van Roest, McKenzie. And there's a scrum. Liz Peets gets involved over on the near board, and now the puck's going to go all the way back around to the far corner. A centering pass goes a little bit wide of the cage. And Cran's going to take it off the boards and all the way back down for an icing call, and she's going to take a break. She got a little out of sync there with her line. She got stuck on the ice for a long time.
It's one way to get a break, right?
Yep, give yourself a break. she was the one that needed it the worst. And when she got it on her stick, she iced it. Esplin's going to face off with Tinkleberg.
Tinklenberg's that's a tough name.
Tinklenberg, it is. One here by Sioux Center. Vandervorst is going to throw it at the net and got a little bit of help there from King. It didn't get to the net very fast, and Emma Feusel was ready for it. Now Sioux Center is going to get a change. Looks like they're going to go Kuster, Kanagater, Vanderswig. That's Aubrey Kanagater. They're going to face off. The puck goes down and won by Esplin and the Lakers. Back to Kruger, is going to try to get it over to the far end, over to Jalen Rye. She can't keep her stick on it and get it off the boards. And here's Liz Peets going to chase it down in the near corner. She's going to take it all the way around. Rye can't keep up with it. Being held in here by Sioux Center Storm. And here comes Sophie Kruger. She's a senior. Going to bring it up along her bench. Gets out in front of herself just a little bit, and Van Roos picks it up. Takes it up the ice. She does it all the time from her defensive position. She's going to go to her forehand, take a shot, and blocked a little bit in traffic, but it did make it to Emma. She had to get her glove on it. And here's Holeen going to reverse field and take it around. Nice play over there by Rye to take it away from a Sioux Center Storm player, and now the Sioux Center finds it again back in the back of the net. being harassed there by, there's a loose puck in front of the net. That went out there real quick in front of the net. Nobody could get their stick on it. It comes back out to the neutral zone. This is Mackenzie Van Roos. She's going to try to take it in. A diving attempt there by Jacqueline Lloyd went sliding by, and here's Sophie Kruger going to take it back of her net. Reverse field here, going to come up to Janelle Lloyd up along the boards. Van Roos steps up and taps it in deep, and Holeen finds it behind her own goalie. She loses the stick on it, and Jacqueline Lloyd goes over and gets it and bounces it off the board with her backhand out in the neutral zone. And trying to stay with it, here's Janelle Lloyd sliding along the boards and sandwiched in over there by Van Roost. She's going to find it again, bounce it off the board back to Kranz. Kranz takes it back over to Janelle Lloyd. Janelle dumps it down deep to Kranz. Kranz behind her, behind the net. And this is Moore looking all around corners. Tried to get a centering pass and couldn't get anything done as far as a centering pass. That was Kranz.
That board can be a sixth man on the ice for you, isn't it? They use it a lot.
Yep. To the left-hand side of Allison Moore, the face-off going to be won by the Lakers as they dump it down deep, and that's Woloff. She's going to try to break it out for the Sioux Center Storm, and she's going to, in the near corner now, she gets it out. Katie Burnell is going to have it at her stick just momentarily, and here comes King. King's going to try to keep it in, and that puck is flipped into the Watertown bench for a stoppage of play.
Yeah, right.
That was King going pretty hard at that puck right down in front of us. She's a strong skater.
Yeah, tickled pink scoreboard shows 3-2 Watertown in the lead, 4:05 to go, first period action.
Tinkelberg takes it, the face-off with Lloyd. One here controlled by the Lakers. Now Sioux Center grabs it in the neutral zone. They're going to regroup back to their defensive players and all the way up and across the ice. Jacqueline Lloyd thought she had intercepted. Jill Bush helped her out on that one. And they're up along the boards. Here comes Sioux Center Storm. Now they're going to get it on their stick and take it across. That's Canagator. Canagator gets it over to King. King's going to take a shot. Goes a little bit up and over the goal here. And that was a centering pass. Pretty hard centering pass. Goes all the way out to the defensive men. And the defensive man, that's Coops, takes a shot. And Emma Foysel finds it. Emma Foysel kind of got moving back and forth that time.
Well, 13-7 shots on goals favoring Sioux Center, but they're down on the scoreboard 3-2 with 3:33 to play in this opening period.
Kuster, Vanderswegen, Canagator. Face-off is won by the Watertown Lakers. As Kate Holeen tries to bring it out from back behind her net, tries to get it up to Skylar Kuhlman. Can't quite get it there. They're looking for a centering pass here. Lakers are tied up behind their own net. Nobody can get a stick on it, and here comes Skylar Kuhlman right in the near corner, gets sandwiched. They're going to try to reverse field. Here comes Kate Holeen. Going to try to take it off the boards and does. And two players go down, and here's Woloff taking a shot, and we're going to have a trip. And I believe that's going to be on Sioux Center Storm. I didn't get the number, did you, Jeff?
7, Canagator. Aubrey Canagator.
Aubrey Canagator. It's going to sit for 2 minutes. Looks like it's going to be a trip. So it's going to be a Pelican Power Sports power play for the Watertown Lakers, and the face-off goes down to the far end, and chasing down there is Janelle Lloyd. Here Kruger's going to try to keep it in. She can't keep it on her stick, and she's going to slap it up to Janelle Lloyd, who's going to bring it in on her backhand off the boards. A little bit of collision there with Van Vorst, and they're going to chase it down all the way back around. Held in here by Kate Holeen. She can't quite hold it in, and it dribbles back out. Jill Bush on the far board going to grab it and put it up on a forward direction. Here comes Krantz. Krantz going to take it back in the zone and regroup over to Lloyd. And can't gain possession here in the neutral zone. Krantz is going to come all the way back around, try it again, go all the way across the ice to Jill Bush. Jill Bush going to look up the ice and intercepted by King. Now it's going to go back down into the Sioux Center zone. And their fans want a trip. I think it was maybe just somebody fell. And here comes Jacqueline Lloyd. She's going to be 1-on-3, going to take it all the way over to her forehand. She likes shooting that shot way deep. She's down looking. Now she's going to take a shot kind of off the post over there on the far end. She was all by herself down there. Now she finds it at the blue line. She's going to skate that thing in. Got it on her stick, and both players go down hard into the boards and goes back around, and Cran's going to try to get a centering, and she loses her rails down in the corner. And now this pass going to be sent all the way back down with a penalty kill all the way down to the other end, and Jill Bush going to try to regroup. and get ahead of steam. Both teams getting a switch there, and Jill Bush going to be taking it in all by herself. She had a goal right from that spot right there, and that puck gets upended before it gets to the centering pass right there. And shooting from the top is Rye. Rye's going to get on her hand, and it's intercepted. Held in by Katie Burnell. Held in once again off the shoulder, and a centering pass can't quite get to the goal, and Sioux Center Storm's going to try to burned up the last of that power kill. And it's 5-on-5 hockey. And we're going to come back out of into the neutral zone here. This is Sioux Center Storm trying to get organized. Van Vorst going to shoot it from the red line all the way down and wide of the post. 2-3. And it looks like a pretty close game, Jeff.
It is right now. 45.2 seconds to go in this period number 1.
We're going to face off to the right-hand side of Allison Moore. And that puck is won by the Watertown Lakers. Kate Holeen puts it on the net. And here comes Kruger. Kruger's going to put it on the net, and that's going to go off the pad of Allison Moore. Picked up in the back of the net by Wolof. Wolof's going to try to bounce it off the board, and there's a centering pass out to Kennegator. Can't quite keep it on her stick, and now it goes down into the zone. Sophie Kruger's going to grab it behind the net. She's looking to her right, try to get it over to Kranz. Kranz going to pull it off the board, and she does, over to Jacqueline Lloyd. Jacqueline Lloyd loses it right on the red line. And now we're going to kick it around on the far side of the boards over there, and Kranz going to come out with it. She falls down, gets it out into the zone, and Sioux Center Storm grabs it to end that period. So Sioux Center Storm and the Watertown Lakers are in a shootout in this game today.
It took a little while for the goalies to get in the game. That's the first time we've said that, where the goalies were maybe a little bit more tired than what the skaters were going in this start of the game, but they've settled in to this hockey game. It's a 3-2 score. Yeah, we might see a shootout here today.
Yeah, we might end up one of those one-goal games.
There we go. It's a one-goal game here after the first period. We will step aside and come back with the first intermission. You're listening to the Girls State Varsity Tournament on Capital City Rock 1480 KSDR and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
If you live, work, worship, or attend school in any of our 27 counties, Dakota Land Federal Credit Union is the best way to harness the power of a not-for-profit financial institution. Locally owned and operated, Dakota Land is known for competitive rates, local decision-making, and local loan servicing. An auto or home loan at any of our 11 convenient locations keeps your money where it belongs. At home, let's put the power of a local financial cooperative to work for you. Dakota Land, equal housing lender, member NCUA.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
Looking to start the new year off right? Why not start it with an auto loan with Oahe Federal Credit Union? For a limited time, Oahe Federal Credit Union is offering 90 days no payments on all auto loans with rates as low as 2.4%. There is no no going wrong. Stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and see how the girls of Owyhee Federal Credit Union can help you.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
We're back here at Watertown, the Mesa Arena, as you're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, as well as 1480 KSDR Watertown, as John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd and Jeff Anderson, and it's been a good game. We've seen 5 goals in the first period. It's been the game for the shooters here so far this morning.
Well, it has, but it's fun for the fans.
Yeah.
If you come out to a hockey game, you want to see some scoring, and they've got they less than a minute in, they got a goal.
I think we scored 2 goals in the first 3 shots in the game combined.
Yeah,
we called it a little bit of a shootout here compared to a lot of the games that we've seen. And Sioux Center Storm strikes first at 16-12, and then just 12 seconds later, the Watertown Jacqueline Lloyd comes back and ties the thing up. And then Jillian Bush, with 13 minutes left, she puts one in from the far board, and the Lakers strike again after that on an errant puck that Janelle Lloyd found on her forehand at 10:04, and then Sioux Center Storm comes back with Van Vorst with a 9:14 with a slap shot up in the center. So this one is 3-2 right now. A couple penalties in the game. Sioux Center Storm had the first one. It was a trip. And then the Lakers came back just about 20 seconds later with another trip. And Sioux Center Storm at 3 minutes had the last trip of the period. So all tripping penalties is what we had, just 3 of those. But 2 evenly matched teams and a lot of scoring. Fun to watch.
Well, and sometimes when those legs get a little tired or you're a little tired, you have a tendency to reach out sometimes, which you wouldn't normally do, and you'll come up with some of those things like trips.
Yeah, a tripping penalty is one of those kind of one step behind type plays, and you'll see that a lot. And you're probably going to see some trips throughout the day today because these girls have played all weekend and had some weird hours, I'm sure. These girls in this game were up early, and you'll see some of that fatigue going on.
Yeah, and this is the earliest that we've started. You know, the first game on Friday was a noon start time, so we haven't had a early morning game, unlike what we'll see next week with the boys. We start at about 9:35 on Friday, and then we started again around 9 o'clock again on Sunday. So if you're playing that first couple games, but we're done by 7 o'clock Friday evening, and then we're done closer to 9, 10 o'clock on Saturday. But so that changes things when you haven't played this early in a tournament. And Watertown played the first game the first and third day. Actually, they played the first game all 3 days, but they didn't have to get up as early as what they did here for this game.
Well, and if you go down to Sioux Center to play a game, you get up before breakfast. The sun isn't even up yet.
Yeah, the last time that these two met, they played a 7:45 a.m. game in Sioux Center.
Wow.
In Sioux Center, yeah.
So you're getting to the rink at 6:30.
I guess you are ready then for a 9 o'clock game.
Well, and I think Watertown had an afternoon game here that we did the day before, and then they had to hightail it for Sioux Center.
Yeah, they played like a 6 o'clock game, and after that game they went down and grabbed their hotel and slept, and that was a little bit different schedule for the girls, but that's the last time these two teams met.
So it is a 3-2 hockey game after the first period with the Watertown Lakers in front. They are the guests on the scoreboard, but they're the hosted team, and we will have more of the first intermission after this. You're listening to the Girls State Varsity Tournament on Capital City Rock, 1480 KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Lace up your shoes, because it's back.
ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness.
Apply for a mortgage in March, and when your loan closes,
you could earn $500 that will be deposited into your ReliaBank account.
Visit your local ReliaBank branch or go to ReliaBankMortgage.com for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Home purchase applications only. Subject to loan approval.
It's ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness. Apply, close, earn $500. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness. Came in dripping. With just the right amount of jalapeno heat. Where my peppers at? Oh, yeah, right here in the queso. Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6. Remix! Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better. Never enough queso.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. As we're back here at Watertown Ace Arena as we continue.
Sunshine out there.
Yeah,
There's sunshine.
We got sunshine. We're going to even leave here today when there's still sunshine because we started early this morning. At 9 o'clock start. We're about to go the second period here in just a little bit, and we had the 3 games today. It's going to feel like a cakewalk for us here with only 3 games. We're used to those 4 games. We're going to wonder what the heck happened here. It's going to go by so quick. And our next game, though, is the third-place game of Brookings and the Mitchell Marlins. That takes place at 11:30, and then the 2 o'clock game, the state championship between Aberdeen and Sioux Falls. All 3 games should be good. We've already seen the first period of this game be pretty good.
Yeah. Well, the other thing with that is, some of these games, everything's run very well, has been well organized. Time-wise, it's gone very well. But if you say the game gets over, we'll say at 11 o'clock, they aren't going to start the next one before 11:30.
Yep, yeah. If somehow we get into run time and the game only takes about an hour and 15 minutes to do, we will wait until 11:30 to get that game started.
Yeah, and they have their home show here in the adjoining parking lot, or actually the sharing parking lot here at the Mace Ice Arena. So there will be some more cars out here. So if you come out, you might have to park a little bit further away, might have to walk a little bit further. So just kind of keep that in mind.
But it's a good day outside.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to have to bundle up when you come inside, but it's a good day outside.
That's right.
Yeah, this tournament has been a little weird where it's actually colder in the rink, and that sometimes is a little bit different. We're not used to that, walking outside in the sunshine and 50 degrees.
You walk outside and take your jacket off and feeling pretty good. You walk inside, got to put the jacket back on, the gloves back on, and everything.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, we're up here in the ReliaBank booth, and there's some mornings it's not very warm up here.
No, I think all 3 mornings have been kind of chilly. By the time the game gets to the third game of the day, the second or third game of the day, then we start to feel a little bit better. It starts to get a little bit warmer. But, yeah, the first game has always been a little bit chilly for us up here. But we couldn't ask for anything better. This has been a great tournament. The first 2 days have been great. The third day is off to a good start with a 3-2 Watertown lead, and it should be a good game throughout this entire game, and then go into the third place and championship game.
Well, there's a lot of people that work very diligently to put this on.
Absolutely. We will have a lot of people to thank as we continue to go on through this day, because we could probably go in a whole intermission of thanking everybody and not get to the end of the list of thanking everybody too, because there's a lot of behind-the-scenes work, not just from our end, but also helping us with our end, a lot of behind-the-scenes work. So there is a lot of people that put on a tournament. It takes more than what you might think it does to put on a tournament, and they've done a fantastic job here at Watertown.
Well, and it's all of course parent-driven. Meaning that there isn't any they all chip in over the course of their time, and you guys know that, and take tickets or work at the concession stand or whatever needs to be done, and that's what makes hockey what it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the food we've had. Huh?
Oh, man.
Every room we go into, there's food for us. And we've been in all of them.
Jim keeps calling us into these rooms. Oh, I think there's food in there, and there is.
We eat the referee's food. We're eating the coach's food.
We literally left one room last night, and then Jim goes, I wonder what food's in this room after we just got done eating. It is a 3-2 lead. We got to take one more break. We got the second period for you after this. You're listening to the Girls State Tournament on Capital City Rock on 1480 KSTR and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Dr. Brian Hermansen serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermansen Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermansen Endodontics. 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
In 2020, we learned keeping close to home and family is more important than ever. As a locally owned and operated financial institution, Dakota Land Federal Credit Union has been keeping it close to home since 1935, offering you a full lineup of services with local decision-making and local servicing. If you live, work, worship, or attend school in any of our 27 counties, Dakota Land Federal Credit Union is as close to home as it gets. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness came in dripping with just the right amount of jalapeno heat.
Where my peppers at? Oh yeah, right here in the queso.
Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6.
Remix!
Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Never enough queso.
Welcome you back here as we are back at the Watertown Mesa Arena as we are getting set for the second period. John Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd as Jim Lloyd's got the second period for you again.
Teams have made their way onto the ice. The Sioux Center Storm off to my left-hand side.
They decided not to show up for the second period.
Well, they're here,
Oh,
and
they're
I got
here.
a feeling they're going to show up. Lakers bench off to my right-hand side. They're actually guests on the board, but they have their home bench, the one that they always play in all year long. But they're wearing their black jerseys, which looks just a little bit different to us. I don't know if we've seen black jerseys on the Laker girls
we have
at
on
home.
the boys. I'm not
on
sure
the boys
about
we
the
see it,
girls.
but I don't think we've seen it on the girls. So Emma Foyce will be all the way down to my left, and that's probably east. And Allison Moore is all the way down to my right, and the face-off goes over to Sioux Center Storm. They're going to kick it all the way back over, and Katie Burnell is going to find it, try to put it in the right direction. Now Jacqueline Lloyd's going to find it in back of her own goalie, and she's going to try to reverse the field up to Janelle Lloyd on the far corner. Going to try to get it out in the center, and here comes Kranz. Kranz going to get it across the red line. Lloyd's going with her. Ridden out off the puck over there by Van Vorst, right in front of her bench. Mackenzie Van Vorst, she seems to be all over the rink. She plays defense, but it seems like every time they are pressing down into the zone, she's the one playing offense.
She went to the Bobby Orr School of Defensemen.
That's right. This faceoff is won by Sioux Center. Sioux Center is going to take it all the way around, held in a little bit by Katie Burnell. Now she loses in the neutral zone. Here's Jill Bush going to take it all the way up the far end. That's Skylar Kuhlman going to get it on her stick. Sioux Center Storm gets it into the zone, and they're going to slap it down deep into the far corner. Jill Bush is going to find it over there and try to get it back out. Held in nicely with a shot. A little wide over there, and that was King. And the Lakers' Skylar Kuhlman's going to bring it through the neutral zone. Tap it down deep in the zone as it goes back in back of Allison Moore, the goalie for Sioux Center. Canagator finds it down in the corner, going to take it all the way around. Looks like Tinklebird's going to try to get it back out. Jill Bush looking all the way across the ice, and that puck is intercepted, and Sioux Center Storm's going to be 2-on-1. That was Woloff. Got a shot that went up high. Here's Vandervorst. Going to take a shot here with her. Right at Emma Feusel, knocks it out with her glove. Into the near corner. Held in by Sioux Center Storm and gets it down deep in there. That's Vandersweg going to try to get it to the net. Can't quite get it there. And Woloff's going to whiff on a shot just inside the blue line. And the Lakers, Esplin, kicks it back out. Van Voorst going to bring it up with her legs at the blue line.
She plays a lot of minutes.
She does. She's all over the ice. Jill Bush going to tap it around the back of the net. And Esplin finds it in the far corner. Off the boards, held in by Vandervorst. Now it comes out into the neutral zone. Going to try to reverse field and dump it down deep into the near corner where Kruger's going to find it behind her own goalie. She's looking up, trying to get her legs going. She's going to go up along the boards. Rubbed off the puck over there by Sioux Center. Now she finds it again, gets it back out. Janelle Lloyd can't get it on her stick, and there's going to chase down into the corner. That's Coops. Coops has the long hair that covers her number. And there's a scrum in front of the Laker bench. Now it's pitched down deep by Janelle Lloyd. Down in the corner. Jacqueline races down into the corner. She's going to get a backhand into the center, looking for Krantz and can't quite get it. And Krantz trips over a stick. And Krantz could just not quite get that on her stick. She was in the right position and got over to the top of her stick and couldn't find it. So Allison Moore comes up with a save. At 14:04 left in this period, just the beginning of the period, and they're going to face off to the left-hand side of Allison Moore. It's going to be Lloyd winning the face-off, and it's going to go off the boards and all the way down. This is Canagator. This is Jaden going to chase it down with Kruger. Kruger comes up with it and back and tries to pitch it around, and there's a centering pass out to the defensive position, blocked on the shot by the Watertown Lakers. That was Kranz that got in the way of that one. A little bit of rub along the board, and it might have been too much. Kranz is going to probably get called for a check at 13:39. Oh, just a little bit of an aggressive. So we're going to face off to the right-hand side of Emma Feusel. It's going to be Kuster, Canagator, and Vandersweg. And that's won by the Lakers. Jill Bush. Held in nicely by Vandervorst. Van Horst gets it down into the corner. And that's King making a shot at the goal here. Here's Van Vorst. Going to take it over. Now that's going to be left, and it does come out of the zone. It's the Pelican Sports power play by Sioux Center Storm. Now they're going to get it back down into the zone. Jill Bush going to swat at it. Can't quite get her stick on it. And Janelle Lloyd's going to find it in the near corner. Going to pitch it all the way back around, and that one does come out. That's Woloff. Going to take it up through the neutral zone. Try to regroup on this power play. Jacqueline Lloyd grabs it in the neutral zone, and she's going to be 1-on-3. She's going to take a long shot just outside the blue line. Goes a little bit wide. Allison Moore does have to play it. And we have a whistle. Minute 10 left in this power play for Sioux Center Storm. To the left-hand side of Allison Moore. Kicked it down deep into the corner, and here comes Woloff. Woloff's going to try to break it out to King and can't quite get it. She's got it back on her stick, and now Van Horst grabs it from underneath the shoes of the referee. And Esplin's going to try to steer that thing to the net, and she can't quite do it. Now here comes Van Horst. Van Horst going to take it on her backhand, going to try to get it in the backhand, and Emma Feusel off the left glove. So with 12:22, Sioux Center Storm ties this thing up
Well, and she had another player trailing to her right, but rather than pass the puck to her, she just kept it and used the backhand.
She took it to the length of the ice. She found it in front of her own goalie and took it the length of the ice. Mackenzie Van Voorst. Again, she stays out on the ice, Jeff. You said she played a lot of minutes. I don't know if she's gone off yet. Faceoff's won here by the Lakers. And this is Janelle Lloyd tipping it deep down into the zone. Woloff's chasing down there with Janelle in back of the net. Up along the corner. Woloff goes down, and now the puck flips all the way down to the other side. And the Lakers are going to have to chase it down. It's going to go all the way back for an icing. So it's tied up at the 12:22 mark. 15 shots on goal compared to 10. So pretty evenly matched. And it's tied up at 3 at 11:57. Face-off goes to the Lakers. Sophie Kruger takes it down into the zone. Here's Janelle Lloyd, going to have it on her stick. She's going to run it all the way deep down, chased over there by Van Voorst. That's McKenzie. McKenzie's got a couple of them already today. Held in nicely here by the Lakers. Jacqueline Lloyd picks it up. She's going to look for an angle. Can't quite get a shot on net. And Sioux Center Storm going to take it all the way around the back of the net. This is Vandersweg. Goes down right in front of the Lakers bench. And it's tapped out of the zone. Kruger's going to dump it in on a backhand. Touched there by Jacqueline Lloyd. Here comes Vandervorst. That's McKenzie. She's going to go to her backhand. Going to try to get it out of there. Jacqueline Lloyd finds it. Kranz gets a shot that doesn't quite make it to the net, and here comes Holeen. Holeen's going to find it picked off of her stick from behind. And Sioux Center Storm is going to try to regroup here. This is Vandersweg. Takes a slow shot. Everybody gets out of the way of that one. And it goes all the way back down. We're going to have an icing. So Sioux Center. Go ahead, Jeff.
Tickled pink scoreboard shows 10:43 to play, period number 2. 3-3 hockey game with Sioux Center and Watertown in this consolation championship. 17-10 shots on goal. Sioux Center with the advantage.
Tinklebird's going to face off with Esplin. That's won by Sioux Center. There's a shot from the blue line off of Emma Feusel, and she was out of position there. Sioux Center Storm kind of missed that shot, that rebound. And here comes King. She's got a head of steam. And she's going to take it right off Emma Feusel again. Nobody can find it. Where did it go? Where did it go? It's in front. It's loose. And Sioux Center Storm had a couple really good opportunities to get that puck in. Emma Feusel found herself a little bit out of position at a couple times. Pretty tough to recover.
Feusel had about 7 players in front of her trying to find where the puck's going to come from. Yeah. Thankfully, some were friendly faces, but not all of them were friendly.
Esplin's going to face off to the right-hand side of Emma Feusel. And that's controlled by Sioux Center. Sioux Center, that's Woloff with a redirect. Ooh. Shot it from the blue line. King was down there, or Cannigator was down there to redirect that one. And this is taking up the ice here. This is Esplin. Esplin's going to try, or the Joe Bush. They skate so much alike. I still can't tell them apart. It's Joe Bush. Going to try to get it out of the zone and can't do it now. Katie Burnell takes it all the way around. Liz Peets finds it on the far board. There's a collision over there, and now it's going to try to come out of the zone. It can't do it. Held in over there by Woloff with a shot inside the blue line. Oh, and that one takes a weird bounce off the back of the boards, Jeff. Did you see that shot? It must have hit a seam.
Yeah.
It was one of those plays that shoots all the way around the back, and it caught an edge, and Emma found it right at her shoe, her skate.
I think we're getting a penalty after the play was over from Watertown. Roughing penalty.
Roughing. It's on Esplin.
Yeah, that hit the Zamboni door. And those Zamboni doors are always a struggle. They always find a way to make things a little bit awkward for you.
Yeah, and they're never, it seems like there's always a gap, right, where the puck can catch an edge. So we're going to face off, controlled there by Holeen in back of her own goalie. And now she's going to try to get it back out. Van Voorst going to take a shot. Upended by the time it got to the goal. And Jacqueline Lloyd and Van Voorst are going to try to run this one down the far board. And Jacqueline's going to do everything she can do to get a shot. She flies off her skates. and takes a forehand shot. Her skates weren't touching when she took the shot. Found an upper corner, and everybody's piled into the net. I think Jacqueline Lloyd almost beat the puck into the net.
Are you kidding me with that shot?
That was good.
My goodness.
She was laid out horizontal when she shot it.
Superwoman.
Shot the puck, and the puck and her went in the net at the exact same time.
You got to go back to the YouTube here and freeze that and put a cape on her, Photoshop a cape on her. Superwoman.
So at 9:25, Jacqueline Lloyd gets kind of a circus goal there.
Scored by number 11, Jacqueline Lloyd, with an assist by number 2, Jada
Crayons, hey, got the assist on that one.
Good for her.
So that was an exciting play. Pretty good effort there, coming off her skates, taking that shot. And here comes Van Horst, going to hold it in her zone, and she's going to dance around. Holene's going to go in for a shot. She's been on the board a couple times already tonight. Here's a centering shot by King that goes wide. Picked up over there by Tinklebird. Tinklebird looking in the center for Van Horst. It was intercepted there by Jacqueline Lloyd, and this one goes up and out of play. So that was an exciting little turn of events there. The Watertown Lakers take the lead at 9:25, 4-3.
That may be the best goal of the tournament so far.
Yeah, that was a good one. And don't forget, we're on a Pelican Power Sports power play here for 1 minute for Sioux Center Storm, and they're going to try to get organized here. There's a shot comes from Wolof up on the top, stopped by Emma Feusel.
That might have been that might be the goal of the year.
Yeah.
Of both boys, girls, any kind of hockey here, that might be the goal of the year.
That was kind of neat. Yeah, we should try to find that replay on that one.
It'll get replayed.
You'll be able to go in the YouTube station and rewind that.
Yep.
Here's a power play shot over here by King, and she's going to regroup out here. It's going to come out to Van Horst.
Lloyd will find it.
Van Horst, yep. McKenzie's going to shoot it at the goal right at Emma Feusel. Emma Feusel's getting a little bit warmed up now. It looks like she's maybe saying a few things to a few girls. Now it looks like Sam Schrader's over there saying, don't say that much.
How about a little help?
How about saying a little less, Emma? We're going to face off to the right-hand side. Lloyd and Tinkelberg. Comes out to Van Horst. Goes over to Wolof. Wolof's going to start to throw it at the net. And a weird redirect on that one. Not a very hard shot. Emma stepped way out of the crease to grab that one. Trying to prevent that loose puck in front of the net. Vanderswig's going to come in, play a wing on this power play for another 24 seconds. Sioux Center Storm power play. Trying to get it off the boards, can't quite do it. Here's Van Horst. She's going to be right down in front of her own bench. She's going to look for an angle for a pass and gets a pass down. That's Tinkelbird's going to try to get it in, and she can't get it past Emma Feusel. She aimed it for a while, didn't get a lot on it. Kuster's going to go in with 11 seconds left of this power play, see if she can face off. Also coming in is Van Horst. Face-off one over there by the Lakers. Now it is controlled by Sioux Center, where the high shot goes deep into the corner, and that's going to about take care of the power play. So we're 5-on-5. Asplin returns to the ice, and here comes, that's Jill Bush fighting for it down in the corner. A little centering pass goes all the way across. Wolof's going to try to throw it at the net, intercepted there by Jacqueline Lloyd. Dumps it out of the zone on a backhand. Van Horst is going to go over and get it. That's McKenzie. Has not left the ice, I believe, yet. Finds a way to rest and stays on the ice almost the entire time. Sioux Center's going to dump it into the zone, where Jill Bush going to slap it back out of the zone. Jacqueline Lloyd tries to get it off the bench. A little pushing going on. Nobody could get to the puck. Nobody could get where they wanted to go. That was between Lloyd and Van Horst.
The pushing, not checking.
If I can't have it, you can't have it.
Sometimes you'll get an interference call on that. So here comes Sioux Center Storm. They're going to bring it up through the zone. And this is Coops. I miss Coops all the time. She's going to have a centering pass from the defensive position. Going to shoot it high on the circles. And that looked like it was Van Horst. That would have been Faith. Faith is the younger one of the Van Horst sisters. Does a good job out there. Plays on that third line. She has 2 goals this year. She's not very big, but she can hold her own. Facing off the left-hand side of Emma Feusel. It's Esplin going to control it all the way over to Kruger. Kruger's going to try to get it back around. And that's Coops going to take a shot from the blue line, just inside the blue line, and King's going to find it down in the corner. She's going to throw it at the net. There's nobody there. And here comes Coops, going to try to hold it in, and does. She throws it at the net, intercepted there by Esplin. Jill Bush grabs it from her, tries the reverse field. Cannegator finds her stick on, and here comes Coops. She's up, going to take a shot. Now she's going to walk it down, and that's intercepted over there by Esplin. Esplin, she's one of the seniors, going to get pinched right in front of her own bench. Really nice defensive play by, guess who? Mackenzie Van Vorst. Jill Bush going to find it on her stick, and she's going to have to get it up out of the zone. Esplin's going to find it over there and off the board. Skylar Kuhlman's going to chase down deep into the corner. Kranz comes off the bench like a rocket, and we're going to have an icing. I didn't really catch that. I didn't think it was going to be an icing, but.
Well, the Tickle Pink scoreboard shows 5:46 to play, period number 2. 4-3, the Lakers with the lead, but Sioux Centers outshot them 30-11.
We're going to face off in front of Emma Feusel. Jacqueline Lloyd wins the face-off, comes back over to Holeen. Holeen's going to reverse her field and going to kick it around this way. Kran's going to try to get it off the boards, not in time. Intercepted there by Sioux Center, and a shot. It's Vanderswig. Found herself with an open shot. And Holeen trying to wrangle the puck on the far corner, and here comes Jacqueline Lloyd. She's going to pick it up in the far corner. She's going to get her legs going. She's going to take it by herself. She's going to be swatted away over there by Sioux Center Storm. That was a real nice play by Coops. Sioux Center Storm's going to bring it along the far board. Kranz is over there to pinch her along the boards, and the puck goes sliding all the way down and back Emma Feusel. That's Jill Bush reversing field. Now she's going to take it all the way around to Janelle Lloyd. Janelle Lloyd ices it down the other end, and that is a icing call to get me off the ice.
You're right.
So everybody's going to get a change here. Esplin, Rye, Holeen, and it looks like Cannegator, Tinkelberg, and King. And, of course, Van Vorst is out there. McKenzie stays. And here's a shot at Woloff. Woloff plays a lot, too.
Yes.
Those two defensive
really
men, they
do.
stay out a long time. And here comes McKenzie. McKenzie going to take a shot point blank. She's got a couple already today. She missed the net on that one.
And Feusel was screened on that.
Yep. Liz Peets loses her stick on the far end, and here comes Cannegator going to tap it in towards the net. Now she's going to get it back on her. She's going to tap it in. That's a low, dangerous little shot right there. Esplin's out there without a stick right now. Oh, and she goes up without a stick, and I bet there was a penalty. There was a delayed penalty called by the Lakers, and Sioux Center Storm gets a goal here. I was watching in front of the net. And we're going to get probably an interference call.
I believe that's a hat trick that Van Vorst is going to get here. She's got 3 of the 4 for Sioux Center.
Wow.
So at 4:11, this thing gets tied back up. Imagine that, huh?
This has been a heck of a hockey game so far.
So we're tied up. We're going to face off at center ice. And that's controlled by the Sioux Center Storm right in front of the Lakers bench. Jill Bush tries to slap it in, can't quite do it. Coop is out there. Jacqueline Lloyd gets it on the blue line, waits for some of her teammates. She's going to take it down on a forehand and does find the net. And that's Allison Moore.
Also at the 4:11 mark, we had a Watertown penalty number 18, 2 minutes for interference.
Yeah, so we had an interference call. The penalty was called, then Sioux Center Storm scored the goal. So she does not have to sit that penalty. It's 5-on-5 hockey. Cannegator's going to try to bring it up. That's Jaden. Gets it down deep into the zone, chased over there by Lloyd. Lloyd and King. Here comes Lloyd. She's going to try to dive after that puck after she's up in. And here's Van Roos. She's got 3 already. Throws it at the net one more time. Lloyd That's Janelle gets her stick on it and going to kick it all the way down. And she's got a race for this puck against Van Roost. Van Roost gets there first and takes it all the way up on a long stretch pass to King. King's going to bring it up across the red line. She's got a couple teammates waiting. She's in the near corner, reverses her field. Now she's going to go back out to Coops. Coops going to take it back down to King. King's going to throw it at the net, up and over, off the shoe of Emma Feusel. And here comes Cran's going to try to take it out of the zone. She can't quite do it. Canagator gets it on her stick deep in the zone, and she's pinched down there by Holeen. Krantz going to try it one more time. Dives at it with a nice effort to get that out of the zone by Krantz. Sioux Center Storm King is going to tap it into the zone off the glass, and she's going to bring it in with a little bit of help from her teammates. Esplin gets there first, gets railed off into the corner. No penalty. She just lost her skates. Looked like an awkward fall. Pauline's going to grab it in the near corner. Two players getting up pretty slow over there. Esplin's going to stay in there. She's hurting. This is Skyler going to try to get it off the boards over there. Now she gets her stick on it, and it stays in. That's held in by Woloff. Woloff, and it's tied up now. Jill Bush going to come over there and help. That was Esplin. And now Jill Bush has it from her defensive spot, and she's going to try to skate this thing up. Harassed down there by Vandersweg. And King gets involved in that one, and now Jill's going to try to bring it up yet. She finally gets upended off the puck, and another player goes down. That's Jacqueline Lloyd. We have Lakers all over, and Sioux Center does dump it at the goal, goes a little bit wide. Skylar Kuhlman has it all by herself in the far corner, and now Jacqueline Lloyd finds it. She's going to try to get it up to Rye and can't quite do it. Tangled up over there by Mackenzie Van Vorst. Mackenzie's got it now, going to try to tap it back out. That's to the other Van Vorst. I think that's Faith. Sisters. Vandersweg down in the corner with Janelle Lloyd. Janelle runs right through what I would call a check. And now they're trying to get back out. Bodies and sticks laying all over the ice. That's Krantz. And here comes Vandervoos. That's his Faith. She's not very big, but she can really motor. She takes it around the back of the net. Now it gets upended and comes back the other way. It looks like Krantz can't quite keep it on her stick. Vanderswig zips it all the way around the far end. Woloff is over there. Two Lakers are over there. It looks like Kruger trying to get it out. And now Jacqueline Lloyd reaches out for a stick, and she can't get it on her stick. Van Vorst takes a shot just on top of the circle. Can't get it to the net. Now this one's going to come back all the way back out. Woloff's going to get it up to the red line. Pretty nice pass there in the neutral zone. And this looks like maybe Coops over on the far end, or Tinkelberg. That's Tinkelberg to Canagator. Is that what you saw, Jeff?
Yeah, it was a nice play,
Tinkelberg from the back of the net to Canagator.
Woloff should get an assist on that also.
With 21 seconds left in the period, 21.7 seconds. Sioux Center gets a goal.
The last 2 minutes of the period again.
Yeah.
And the faceoff is controlled by Sioux Center. Vanderhorst going to try to take it in on her own. She's lots of traffic, going to try to get to her forehand. Centering pass, can't quite get that one. That was a nice centering pass. Coops from her defensive position going to walk it down. Takes a shot all the way across. And Sioux Center Storm's going to bring it around, and that's going to end this period. So Sioux Center takes the lead at 21 seconds left in the period.
Yeah, that was that almost had the exact same play to get it to a 6-4 game in the last 5 seconds of that period as well.
Who's assist on that one? I didn't get that.
Wolhoff for sure.
Wolhoff.
Tinklenberg and Wolhoff.
We'll give it to both of them. How's that sound?
Yeah.
And a 5-4 game after 2 periods. Sioux Center now leads by 1. It was Watertown that led 3-2 after the first, and now it's 5-4 after 2 periods with Sioux Center with the lead. We'll step aside. We'll come back here with that second intermission. You're listening to the Girls State Varsity Tournament on Capital City Rock, 1480 KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Looking to start the new year off right? Why not start it with an auto loan with Oahe Federal Credit Union? For a limited time, Oahe Federal Credit Union is offering 90 days no payments on all auto loans with rates as low as 2.4%. There is no going wrong. Stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and see how the girls of Oahe Federal Credit Union can help you.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out, stop by for refreshments. Fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals!
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. Back here at the Watertown Ace Arena as we are through two periods as the goal scored in that period 2-1 in favor of the Sioux Center Storm as they, I believe that's right, or maybe it's 3-1. They lead 5-4 either way. Sioux Center's got the 1-goal lead and 38-12 in shots. Boy, Watertown doesn't have a whole lot of shots, but they've made the most of the 12 shots that they've taken.
Yeah, they really have, and it's kind of been interesting. As far as the disparity with the shots on goal, 38-12, it doesn't. If you look at it, it doesn't seem like it should be quite that far apart, but it really is.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The fact that there's only a 1-goal difference right now with the amount of 26 shot difference in the game, and there's only 1 goal separating these two teams, tells you Feuchtel's been on her game today.
Yeah. We kiddingly said at the start this might be an 8-6 game, and we're working on that because we've got 9 goals already. But if you
working on it.
We come out in a day like this, day 3, you usually see a lot of goals. And
4 goals scored in that period. At the 12:22 mark, Sioux Center Van Horst gets her 3rd goal of the game, and then at 9:22, the Lakers, Jacqueline Lloyd comes back with a
flying superwoman goal.
Yeah.
I mean, her skates, she was vertical or horizontal to the ice and was able to, and she didn't even shoot it just low to the ice. She went top shelf with the puck too.
Yeah.
And she was
horizontal to the ice.
Yeah.
that was
amazing goal. Probably the goal of the year.
Yeah.
Has to be the goal of the year.
That actually was a pretty good goal. Of course, I'm always partial to that player, but yeah, that was pretty nice. And the funny thing was when she shot it, I think she landed in the goal the same time the puck did.
Yeah, she went barreling in and took Allison Moore out with her, but thankfully the puck had already passed Moore.
Yeah.
It just didn't go in the back of the net until Lloyd went in the back of the net.
Otherwise, that great effort wouldn't have counted.
Yeah.
That's right. So then at the 4:11 mark, Sioux Center, Van Vorst again scores. And then shortly after that at the end of the period with 21 seconds left, Cannegator scores again with Woloff and Tinkelberg making the assists on that one. There's 3 penalties, all Laker penalties. One came at the 13:39 mark, 9:41, and 4:11 mark. And so that was it. 3 penalties in each period. and 4 goals, and that makes a shootout. It's been a shootout so far, and I'm guessing that the last period is going to be one of the same.
This might be the highest scoring game in the tournament so far. By
Fun
the
to
time
watch.
all said and done.
Fun to watch.
Yeah, and then and it's been back and forth. I don't believe any team has had a 2-goal lead. It has been a 1-goal game this entire time, whether it's Sioux Center with the lead or Watertown with the lead, and that's credit to both these teams being well matched against each other. They are. This is a competitive hockey game. It's going to be a fun one down the stretch again here for just game 1 of 3. We got a third-place game and a championship game to go still through today. So this is just the start of the fun of today.
This is the warm-up, with let's see, Mitchell and Brookings rather going in the next game, and that'll be at 11:30, and then of course the championship at 2.
And Sioux Falls and Aberdeen, that's going to be a really good hockey game. Both those teams, we talked about, everybody thought that was going to be the championship, and we got to that point. But they were both tested yesterday, but they were both really good teams, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch those two battle for the state championship.
Yeah, it will. I think it'll be maybe the 4th time in the last 5 years, at least 3 of the last 4.
Yeah, and to that point, too, we actually got through the state championship last year. The boys varsity was the only thing that didn't finish for the hockey league of all the associations, all the leagues. So we actually had a state champion last year. Just the boys are going to be crowning their first state champion the last 2 years.
Well, and maybe that's an omen of things to come, because with the boys not really only getting in 2 games last year, we might have 4 or 5 overtime games this year.
Well, and you say that, but they're that 4-5 matchup on Friday is going to be really good, and then all 4 of those games on Saturday. And I shouldn't say the other games on Friday won't be good, but that 4-5 between the 2 Sioux Falls teams will make life miserable for us trying to call that game, because we got Sioux Falls against Sioux Falls, and we got to try and figure out how we got to say 1 and 2 when each team's got the puck. That's going to be a lot of fun.
We did that several years ago, Jeff. I think they met right here as JV players, correct?
JV 2 years ago in the state tournament here, the JV state tournament.
Yeah. Was that the championship game? Was it Sioux Falls against Sioux Falls? Is that right? Or was it a semi? I can't remember, but it was
semis.
But it was one of the better games of the entire tournament.
Yeah,
was the Sioux Falls on Sioux Falls. Now that was 2 years ago. These are probably some of the same kids.
Well, and the interesting thing is there, when you have a Sioux Falls 1 and a Sioux Falls 2, you kind of expect that the Sioux Falls 2 team is supposed to be, the Sioux Falls 1 team is supposed to be stacked, and the second team is supposed to be, just the rest of the group, so to speak.
Right.
And this year, of course, Sioux Falls 2 started out. They went through the league 11-0 to start the year, and then they've run into some problems with some losses of players, things like that. But they'll be considered the underdog.
Yeah, they have as good of a shot as any of the top 4 teams, and really any of the top 8 teams, as that will be in the state tournament next weekend in Sioux Falls, and we'll have all 11 games. The 3 of us will be right back. We won't be here, but we'll be right back on Capital City Rock and KSDR, as well as on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports for another exciting 11 games to bring you.
Well, and interestingly enough, some people I've run into say, well, you're just carrying the Watertown games, or you're just carrying. I go, no, we're doing all of them.
Yep, we're doing all of them.
We're doing everything.
We're gonna see all 11 games like we saw this. We've got 2 games left to go, but we're gonna see all 11 games next week again in Sioux Falls. 5-4 is our score here after 2 periods. We'll step aside. We'll come back with more. You're listening to the Girls State Tournament on Capital City Rock, KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout-out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness
Came in drifting.
with just the right amount of jalapeno heat.
Where my peppers at? Oh, yeah, right here in the queso.
Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6.
Remix.
Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Never enough queso.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
It's been a long winter, but now it's time to start thinking spring and summer. Hi, it's Jason at Leisure Palace. Start planning your backyard escape now and get the best prices of the year. Hot tubs, fire tables, patio furniture, and swimming pools. Imagine sliding into a hot spring or caldera spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body. Then take a few more steps into your own outdoor pool. Get these great products at the guaranteed lowest prices. 0% financing and cash discounts are available. Leisure Palace, creating your perfect escape on the corner of Euclid and Capitol in Pierre.
Now's the time to get a great deal on Kubota equipment, like versatile #1 selling Kubota BX and L-Series compact tractors, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Back at Watertown, 5-4 lead for Sioux Center after 2 periods. We got the third period for you after this. You're listening to the Girls State Varsity Tournament on Capital City Rock, KSDR, as well as on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out, stop by for refreshments. Fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals!
Lace up your shoes, because it's back.
ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness.
Apply for a mortgage in March, and when your loan closes,
You could earn $500 that will be deposited into your ReliaBank account.
visit your local ReliaBank branch or go to ReliaBankMortgage.com for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Home purchase applications only. Subject to loan approval.
It's ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness. Apply, close, earn $500. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Dr. Brian Hermansen serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermansen Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermansen Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout-out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. As we are back here at Watertown as we get set for the third period, Joe Winkler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd as the teams are making their way back out. Jim, this should be an exciting third period.
It's been a shootout thus far, and I'm be willing to bet this one's going to go right down to the wire.
Grab yourself by the socks. Here we go.
Yep, grab your socks. Watertown Lakers just getting out of the locker room right now, and the time is run down on the clock. So the last period for these girls of the season, and for some of these seniors, it's the last time they're going to be on the ice.
Yep, that's right. And you won't think about that until you get all done, and then you'll wish you could go back.
Yep.
And you can't.
So there are some seniors that are probably thinking about that maybe in the back of their mind, but when that last buzzer goes, that's when they're going to say, well, I'm done.
I'm done.
So, and on to the next chapter. The next chapter is just as fun. I've gone through that with some of my kids, and the next chapter beyond high school is sometimes just as fun, if not more fun.
And sometimes they get to the end and they go, thank goodness it's
yeah.
over.
Oh, absolutely. There's some of these, you're right, there's some of the athletes that have had enough.
Yeah.
So it looks like Canagator, Tinklenberg, and King, Lloyd, and Kranz. And this one's controlled by Sioux Center. And Jacqueline Lloyd finds a pass in the neutral zone and can't keep it on her stick. Sophie Kruger's going to tap it down into the zone. Janelle Lloyd finds it and going to get it down deep. And that's Woloff that's going to have to go back and get it for Sioux Center, harassed over there by Jacqueline Lloyd. Going to try to get it off the corner. Here's Jacqueline going to pick it up in the corner and takes an errant shot all the way across the ice. Sioux Center's going to bring it up on the far end over there. That looks like it's probably Coops. And going to bring it around the back of the net. Centering pass doesn't quite make it out to the center. Intercepted there by Feusel. And this is Vandersweg. Pocket's been picked by Kranz. And she loses her rails and goes sliding back down. Taking off her skates, slid all the way through the zone up against the boards. And here's Woloff's going to try to get it deep in the zone and can't quite do it. This puck comes back out. Now it's going to stay in the neutral zone for just a little bit here as they regroup in Woloff. Woloff's going to bring it up to the red line now. She's going to pitch it down deep. Jill Bush going to win the race down into the far corner. And a little collision in back of there. And now Sophie Kruger's going to get over to the puck. Whiffs on a pass and goes down. That's Vandersweg. That's over there now. Jill Bush going to swat at it. Puck still never came out of the zone. Now Jill's going to get going with her legs, reverses field just a little bit and kicks it out in front. Kind of a dangerous no-look pass. Sioux Center was in the area there. That could have been trouble for the Lakers. Now Jill Bush going to bring that across the line. Harassed over there by Van Horst, and she's going to get a hold. That's going to be a hold over there. Jill Bush was not very happy with that one. 2-minute penalty. That's going to be Van Vorst, who's going to go into the box. And if you're a Laker player right now,
she doesn't agree.
She doesn't agree. but if you're the Lakers right now, Mackenzie Van Vorst, you kind of like her to be in the penalty box for 2 minutes. She's a great player for that team. So it's going to be a Pelican Power Sports power play for the Watertown Lakers, and the faceoff is won here by Jacqueline Lloyd. In the near corner, that puck went down her shirt, Jeff. Did you see that? She picked her chin up, and she was digging down in her chin trying to get that puck out. What are the odds a puck's going to do that?
You couldn't do that if you tried.
No, you could put her in the garage and shoot 100 pucks, and you could never get one to go down by her chin. So, controlled by the Lakers, this is Esplin. I'm sorry, Jill Bush.
You can't do this with basketball.
You can't do this. Jacqueline Lloyd's going to chase it all the way down, try to regroup here for the Lakers. Lakers down 5-4. She's going to bring it up with her legs up through the neutral zone, loses the puck on herself, and now it's going to go all the way back. Kate Holine thought Jill was going to grab it, and she didn't do it. Here comes Canagator. Canagator gets upended down there. Almost a mistake there by the Lakers. And now it's going to be iced all the way down to the far end.
Another pretty good crowd this morning, considering this is the Consolation Championship. Pretty good crowd here, and I'm sure we're going to have a great crowd this afternoon.
A good Laker crowd, of course.
Yes.
It's in their hometown. It looks like some of the younger girls over there are being the cheerleaders. We're going to face off. This is controlled by Woloff. Woloff's going to take a shot just inside the blue line.
As much time as these kids spend together, they really are family.
Oh, yeah, they are. You bet they get real close. Tinklenberg takes the face-off. And down in the zone, Esplin's going to try to get it back out around the back of the net. And here comes Sophie Kruger. She's a senior on this Laker team. Puck gets pinned down there. Canagator's down there. That's Jaden. Now the puck comes back out, and Woloff's going to have to find it in the neutral zone.
Lakers do not have a shot on goal yet this period. They've been outshot 40-12.
Sophie Kruger mishandles that one in the zone, and she gets it back. And here's Canagator deeper in her own zone. She's going to look for a centering pass. Good hustle over there to get in the way of that one by the Watertown Lakers. That was Holeen. Possibly broke up a pretty nice goal there for Sioux Center. And we're going to have an icing call. It's going to go all the way back down.
Well, next goal will be crucial.
It will be. And the Watertown Lakers just really need to put the shot on goal a little bit more. Only 12 shots on goal.
We keep telling Alex Purdy, shoot the puck.
Yep, we tell the coach all the time how to do it. Jill Bush going to grab it behind the net off the face-off. He's going to look all the way across the ice, bounces it off to Janelle Lloyd. There's some good geometry on that pass. Janelle Lloyd's going to stop and go. Now she's going to shoot it, and thought there was possibly a rebound there. Lloyd and Lloyd were going at that thing as fast as they could get there, and lucky for Allison Moore, she had it in her glove.
Sometimes you can't get the puck in your glove quick enough. Sometimes you can't get it out of there.
That was a Laker rush, to say the least. So here's Sioux Center going to take it off the face-off, going to zip it down to the far end. Icing is waved off. Emma Foysel gets it around the back of the net. 5-on-5 hockey, by the way. And here comes Lloyd. She's going to pick it up and going to go all the way back out to her sister right on the red line. And Vandervorst with a really nice defensive play there to upend that play. Jacqueline Lloyd tries to get one from behind. Here comes Cran's going to shoot it from just inside the circle. There was a rebound, nobody there to pick it up. And Jill Bush going to play a little offense from the defensive position. Now she's going to go back and find it down in the corner. She's going to shoot it at the net. Another not a clean stop. And here comes Krantz right at the blue line, and she's going to try to get it at the net. That one goes wide. Jacqueline Lloyd's going to pick it up along the board. She throws it at the net off a skate, and look out. Kranz goes diving in, and that was a dangerous one. It was a errant shot by Kranz that went off the skate of a Sioux Center skater. And Allison Moore saw it all the way. Wow, that was a tough pickup. Esplin's going to take the face off, and here's Vandervorst. That's McKenzie. She's going to skate it down on her own. Broken up there by Holeen. A nice play to hold that in the zone. Now she's going to have it in deep, and she's going to try to take a shot here. Up against the net. I don't know if Allison knew where it was for a while there.
Lakers are keeping the pressure on.
And here comes Rye going to pitch it in. Everybody's going to have to check up off sides. That's Vandervorst. Going to grab it behind her own net. Now she's going to go all the way back up to Canagator. That's a nice pass off the board right at the red line and doesn't quite get in the zone. They have to check up. Now they can take it into the zone, and that's King. Over on the far end, sorry, that's Tinklenberg. Tinklenberg. Sophie Kruger's going to try to bring it up out of the zone right in front of her own bench. Flips it up over the top of Vandervorst's stick, and now they're tied up right below us. And Tinklenberg's going to take it in on her own. Broken up nicely there by Jacqueline Lloyd in front of her own bench. She's shedding a bunch of skaters. Vandervorst has got her, and the puck stops just before it goes in the zone. And this is Tinklenberg with a centering pass. Nobody home there, and here Canagator picks it up just at the top of the circle, dumps it off for Woloff. Woloff takes a shot, and that one's blocked before it gets anywhere. And right in front of the bench here, this is a race to the puck. Jacqueline Lloyd wins that one. She's a little bit out of gas. She tries to lay back out again. Not quite the result the last time she laid out. But this one comes out in the neutral zone. Everybody's out of gas the way it looks to me. Here's Janelle going to try to get it over there to the other side, and Holeen gets her stick on it. They can't touch it. Kranz goes back down. People are falling all over the ice. Looks a little bit like slow motion right now.
Looks a little slippery out there, doesn't it?
Looks a little slippery. Long shift for both squads.
We got a trip coming up to Sioux Center. And it'll be another Watertown Laker power play.
At 10:41.
As Jenna King's going to go for two.
She looked up here with approving eyes. We didn't give it to her.
So it's a Pelican Power Sports power play for the Watertown Lakers. Tinklenberg's going to take the face off. And it's kicked back over to Jill Bush. Jill Bush whiffs on a pass, can't quite get it over there in time. Woloff's going to go all the way back around her own goalie. That's Allison Moore. And Jill can't quite keep this one in. That's Jill Bush. And that's Van Vorst. She's back out there again. That's Faith, the younger of the two Van Vorst sisters. A whiff on a pass, and Lakers can't quite control it. Now they're going to get back up. Esplin shoots it at the net, and that's Woloff that intercepts that one. Joe Bush going to slap it into the zone. There's going to be no icing on that one. Kind of some long passes back and forth here.
Now the
Lakers are. Go ahead, Jeff.
That ice has gotten longer all of a sudden.
It has. Lakers trying to get organized on this power play. Kranz taps it in. Now she's going to come off her skates and try to throw it at the net. And Jill Bush is down deep. Here comes Janelle Lloyd going to get into the game down in the corner. She's going to look for a centering pass. Nope, she's going to throw it at the goalie. Goes all the way across. Kate Holine can't hold it in. Jacqueline Lloyd's going to have to pick it up at the red line. Trying to regroup here with 49 seconds left. Jacqueline Lloyd comes off the rails. Now she gets back up and finds herself one-on-one with a nice little move. Tries to get to her forehand. Can't quite do it. And comes, the net's off the moorings. I'm like, why did they blow the whistle? And Allison Moore, she jumped out to take that puck from Jacqueline Lloyd and must have got against the post.
That was a heck of a stop.
Yeah.
It
Keep
was.
this 5-4.
A nice aggressive goalie play there. 41 seconds left in this Pelican Power Sports power play for the Lakers. And the faceoff is won by Sioux Center, and they're going to take it all the way down right on goal. Emma Feusel, she's going to kick it out to Holine. Holine's going to try to get it up the boards, whiffs a little bit on the pass. Janelle Lloyd's able to pick it up in the neutral zone. She's going to race to the far end, down in the corner with speed, and gets rubbed along the rail over there. And
she did get rubbed along the rail.
Grant's going to take reverse around the back. That's Vandersweg going to try to backhand it out of the zone and can't do it. Held in nicely by the Lakers, Krantz. Now Jacqueline Lloyd picks it up from her sister, and it's bounced out of the zone by Sioux Center, and we're 5-on-5 hockey. So Sioux Center wards off that power play at the 8:30 mark. Vanderswig finds it now in the far corner, takes it all the way around. Sophie Kruger's going to try to reverse it all the way around in back of the net. Vanderswig puts it out in the center, and here's a shot by Vandervorst. A shot from the blue line. That's 4 goals for her already. So Sioux Center scores again. Van Vorst with a shot from her defensive position at the 16 mark gives an advantage 6-4 to Sioux Center. And I believe Vanderswig is probably going to get the assist on that one. She kicked it in from the back of the net, and the puck actually went all the way out to the blue line. Explanations over here at the Laker bench. Lucas Deutsch is down there helping out in the Lakers bench. So an explanation coming to the Lakers bench here. The referees are going to confer right down in front of us. 5-on-5 hockey, 6-4.
First time we've had a 2-goal separation in this game.
It is. I don't know what the discussion is here.
I don't know if they're saying maybe it was offside, trying to say it was offside, or what might have happened to it, or maybe goalie interference that there's girls in the crease.
Because that puck went from behind Feusel, a centering pass, all the way up just inside the blue line, and that's where Van Vorst picked it up and slap-shotted. That one went in. Now we're going to have an explanation.
Now the referees were talking, and I think maybe that's what it was, that maybe goalie interference should have been called, and that's what Watertown was wanting.
Okay.
And you love to see those two referees talk to each other. That's, as a coach, you want that to go your way, but if you don't, at least you get a conversation between the officials and see and hear each other, what they heard, what they saw, and we'll get I don't think it's going to change because it looks like we're not seeing any kind of reaction from the Watertown bench.
If nothing else, it's demanded a little discussion, hasn't it?
And you basically
really
got a free
has.
timeout. You got a free if you need to steal that timeout late in this game, you basically got one for your team, and you'll get another one.
It's Lucas Deutsch, who is the kind of the coach's chief here at the Lakers. He's, I think Alex Purdy maybe sent him into the fire, into the wolves there with the referees. You argue this one. So Lucas is listening intently. But there must be enough discussion here. I mean, it's generating a discussion.
And it looks like
typically nothing ever changes.
Yep. Looks like we're not going to change anything.
So it's going to be 5-on-5 hockey with Sioux Center Storm taking a 2-goal lead, and we're going to face off Kuster. And it's controlled by the Lakers. Now it's held over to Van Vorst. She's got 4 goals today.
That's pretty good.
And she plays defense. She gets rubbed off the puck there. And here's Esplin trying to get her stick on it in the neutral zone, and she can't quite do it. It's going to go all the way down for an icing. I don't know if Mackenzie Van Vorst has sat today, Jeff. I don't know if I've seen her leave the ice.
Well, she did leave the ice one time for a penalty.
Oh, yeah. Well, she had to.
Yeah.
She had to. Other than that, I think that's the only rest she's had.
I believe you're right.
So we're going to face off the left-hand side. Emma Feusel. Face-off comes out to Mackenzie Van Vorst. She's going to try to get it going in the right direction. Now the Lakers get it down deep into the zone. Woloff's going to chase over there with Krantz. Woloff's going to bring it all the way back around. And that's Van Vorst. That's Faith. Has made it to the ice, and that puck stays in the zone. Krantz is doing everything she can to keep it in the zone. Now it comes out. Liz Pete's going to find it back there and going to get Sophie Kruger all the way over to Jacqueline off her skate. Jacqueline Lloyd's going to try to regroup here. Looking up the ice. Looking across the ice. Nobody there. Sioux Center doing a nice job taking the passing lanes away right there. There was nobody to pass to. Cran's going to hold it in on the far corner. Here comes Janelle Lloyd. She's going to throw it at the net. No rebound in sight. Jacqueline Lloyd was there for the rebound. So Allison Moore with a 2-goal lead finds that one right at her stick. We're going to face off to her left-hand side, Esplin. And it looks like Tinklenberg, controlled by Sioux Center. King's going to find it over here along the near boards with Holeen. And here comes Mackenzie. Mackenzie going to pitch it all the way up. It looks like the Canagator. Canagator's going to get it to Tinklenberg. Intercepted right between the circles there. A nice defensive play by Jill Bush. Canagator's down in the far corner. Going to find a teammate right in back of the net. That's King. Going to look for a centering pass. We know what happened last time when they were left alone in back of the net. It was a goal by Van Vorst. King is trying to dig it off the boards right in front of the Lakers. And it comes out of the zone. That was Skylar Kuhlman. Knocks it down to the far end. And Coops goes down, but there is icing called. So it's going to go all the way back down. Going to be on the left-hand side, Emma Feusel.
Tickle Pink scoreboard shows 6-4 right now. Sioux Center leading with 6:21 to go.
The first two-goal lead of the game by either team, 6-4. Face-off goes to Jacqueline Lloyd. Faced off to herself. Kicked it back and went and got it on her own. And the puck in the far corner. Lakers trying to regroup. Here's Jacqueline's going to have it on her stick for just a second. Liz Pete's going to try to take it up the ice. Liz is looking for a pass. Nice pass over here off the boards to Janelle Lloyd. Right at the red line. Janelle's going to carry it into the zone. Gets herself back out. It could have been offsides there. And she had to come back out before she could touch it. Liz Pete's going to take it all the way across. Sophie Kruger. Sophie Kruger's going to tap it up to Janelle Lloyd. Can't quite get it there. That's intercepted there by Van Vorst. That's Faith. Now Sophie Kruger gets it up in the zone on her own. Taps it once again. Vandersweg takes it up to Van Vorst. Gets tangled up right in front of the Laker bench. And here comes Jacqueline Lloyd all the way across to Kranz, and that's intercepted. Looks like it was intercepted by Coops. Jacqueline races over and takes it from her stick. And now she's going to try to take it across the ice. Looking up for a pass again. All the passing lanes are covered. Jacqueline Lloyd's going to have to skate it up, and she does. Takes it in deep on her own. Goes to her forehand. She's going to take a shot, and that goes wide. That was off the stick of a Sioux Center player. Vanderzweig's going to try to get it back out and does. That's the Van Vorst. That's to Faith. Faith's going to take it all the way on. She wears 24. Sister wears 14. Jill Bush finds it in back of the net. Intercepted over there by Coops. Centering pass. Just a little bit wide. That was Coops shot that. Now there's another centering pass by Sioux Center. There's nobody in there. Krantz is down on her knees and tries to get a stick on it, and it's controlled out here in the neutral zone by Woloff. Woloff dumps it all the way down, and that's going to draw an icing. So back down to the other end. Both teams looked a little tired again. You can kind of tell when they get tired, kind of start batting the puck around. Nobody maintains possession. But these two teams have a pretty hard-fought game. This thing's been up and down.
Yes.
Esplin's going to face off over to Skylar Kuhlman. Woloff gets the puck and held in there by Holeen for just a moment. And here comes King. She comes up the right-hand side. She's got Canagator, but Canagator couldn't hold up on the blue line. We're going to have an offside. So it's going to come outside the zone. It's going to face off right in front of us. The Reliabank booth perched over the top of neutral ice. Tinklenberg going to face off, and she takes it back to Woloff. Woloff's going to go over to Coops. Coops is going to be pushed along the rail over there by Rye. That's Jalen Rye, and here comes Woloff going to take a shot just outside the circles, and that's warded off by by Emma Feusel. Puck's now in the far corner. It looks like Jill Bush. Jill Bush going to try to take it on her own and gets upended by Sioux Center. Here's Skylar Kuhlman that finds it at the red line. Going to tap it back down, and this is controlled in the neutral zone. Jacqueline Lloyd comes off the bench and gets it taken away right at the blue line. And this puck's going to squirt back out. Looks like an errant whistle.
I think the referee was going to say there's too many men on the ice.
That
but,
was going to be the call.
Yeah, and then you might be able to hear him say, my bad, my bad.
Yeah, as soon as he whistled, he said, my bad. He was looking at the Lakers bench, and the puck was sliding along the bench right there, and players were going on and off. And he was probably doing the math, and he blew his whistle and said, no, it's all right.
You know, and that's hard to do too. It's hard to count.
They're human.
Yeah, exactly. Hard to count to 5 and 6 especially when they're all moving around everywhere.
And it's always more troublesome when you have the puck in front of the bench there too, also to contend with. Here's Janelle Lloyd going to take it up through the neutral zone, bounce it off the far board. Woloff's going to be over there with Kranz chasing. Here's Jacqueline Lloyd with a centering pass and can't quite get it over to her sister, Janelle. And this goes back out to Liz Peets from the defense position. That shot goes wide, bounces off the board, and comes right back to Allison Moore on her left skate. So we're going to have a stoppage of play. Lakers are going to get a change here. They're going to go with Esplin, Rye, and Kuhlman. Timeout, Lakers.
Yep. Lakers will take that timeout. They've got to score here quickly. It's 3:07 to go. They got to get one here really quick to put them back within one shot.
Yeah, 6-4. There's a bit of an urgency here. I would start to say you have to come out and score early, like you said, and then play for that one-goal game.
And then pull the goalie.
Well, you have to start thinking about that probably.
Because it's an offensive zone face-off for the Lakers, and you think about what time you want to pull the goalie. 3:07 to go, maybe a little bit too much time still before you pull it, but you also got to score 2 goals. And at this point, it doesn't matter if you lose by 4 or 5. If you want to try and win the game because you want to be in 5th place.
I've seen coaches do that right now with 3 minutes left in the offensive zone. There's a possibility you could do that now. A little risky, but like you said, this is it. This is the end of the year. You either win or you go home.
Yeah, and you're
going to go home either way. You're going home either way.
So
it's over.
Do you lose 7-4? You lose 6-4? What's the difference?
Right. I think you have to put your girls in a position to win this game.
Yeah.
Somehow, and if it's a little risk, let's see what they're going to do. The buzzer went off. The referees are going out.
Well,
Sioux Center's already out.
I've known teams that couldn't put it in an open net if there was nobody down there.
Emma Feusel's going to the bench, guys.
Yep. Empty
Emma
net.
Feusel's going to the bench. So we're going to go with Liz Peets. We're going to go with Lloyd and Krantz. You have Sophie Kruger out there.
I like this move.
I think you do too. At this juncture in the year, absolutely. I think you go out and try to win this game. Here's Krantz. Oh, that would have been a good one. Off the face-off, Lloyd dipped it over to Krantz. That would have been a good one right there, a quick one.
Shot, yeah.
That would have been a 2-second goal. Allison Moore was on that one, and she's ready again. Back out to Krantz, almost the same play. She can't get a shot out. Here comes a shot right on the ice. And this is controlled by Sioux Center. Got to be a little careful here. Jill Bush trying to play goalie. She goes back and slap it out of the zone. And now it goes back into the zone. Sioux Center's going to have to check up. And here comes Esplin. Esplin's looking for somebody all the way across. Found
2-on-1
Krantz.
if they could hurry, but they couldn't.
Krantz couldn't back up with it on her stick. And here's King. She's going to try to get an open goal there. Can't quite do it. Sophie Kruger catches it with her mitt. And Lloyd, that's Janelle, is going to take it all the way down. Now you have to put your goalie in place.
And you can get that, even if there was NHL and you couldn't get a change, you could still get one person off the ice for the goalie.
You got to put your goalie in right now with an offensive faceoff for Sioux Center. So easy to just say Sioux Falls, isn't it? It's Sioux Center. We'll say that later in the game, or later in the day.
Yes.
The faceoff, Jacqueline Lloyd gets it up to her sister, Janelle. Janelle pitches it back over to Jacqueline. Jacqueline's going to try to take this down deep. She's got her sister right there if she hustles. Can't quite get there. And down in the corner.
Fleischer left the bench or left the net again.
Yep. So we're gonna have 6 skaters for the Watertown Lakers. Look out! There's somebody behind the defense. That's Canagator. Sioux Center never saw her. So there's Esplin on the far board. Going to pitch it down deep, and they're going to have to chase this one. They got 2:03 left. They're going to have to get deep in the zone and get this thing caught. Krantz finds it at the blue line. Gets somewhat of a shot just off to the side. Starting to look like some of these Lakers might be a little bit tired. Krantz chases it down in the corner. Sioux Center's trying to control it. Guess who's down there, Jeff? It looks like Mackenzie Van Vorst. Imagine that. She's holding it up against the boards. This thing is tangled up. Janelle's poking at it. Can't quite get it out of there, and now we get a whistle. Pretty good play there by Van Vorst. She's made a lot of them today, holding that puck there for about 20 to 25 seconds.
Well, it's not done yet, 141, but
stranger things have happened.
Yes, we saw that last year.
So it's going to be in front of Allison Moore. Jacqueline Lloyd's going to zip it back out of there, and nobody is going to get the face-off, and now it's going to be dumped back in. Lakers are going to have to check up here. They better hurry up. 1:30, they're going to have to get onto the puck here and get some pressure. Here's Esplin applying a little pressure. Jacqueline Lloyd finds it, going to throw it at the net. Esplin's there for a tip, can't quite do it. Kranz comes in. All right, we're in. So Kranz scores. Lloyd, Esplin, Kranz with 1:24, and this baby's not over.
That's why you pull your goalie.
Yep, that extra skater helps. So this thing is back to a 1-goal game, and Lakers just exactly like they drew it up.
Well, now Sioux Center will call a timeout. 1:24 to go, 6-5 on the Tickle Pink scoreboard. Sioux Center leading. They've outshot Watertown 44-21. That turned out to be a good move.
Boy, oh boy. Now you wonder too, and it looked like they were going to keep the net empty, but sometimes on a face-off you might say from center ice, right there in the middle dot, that you might put the goalie back for just a little bit. And there's 1:24 left, so you don't have to, it's not like 24 seconds left where you're going for broke in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So maybe they put the goalie back out, Fleischer goes back out for just a little bit and get that puck deep again, but boy, that goal makes things very, very interesting in the last 84 seconds.
Exactly.
And Allison Moore, she got out of the goal on that one, on the fury of shots. There was a long shot from the blue line. It was tipped by Esplin, and that was enough to get Moore out of the net, and Kranz came in like a rocket and just touched it in for the goal. What a great play that was.
So here's our 1-goal hockey game right now down to the end.
Hey, could we have an overtime game, you guys think?
Now no one's tired.
Nobody's tired now.
Nobody's tired now.
Fresh legs by everybody.
Exactly.
So we're going to face off. It looks like Tinkelberg, King, Canagator, Lloyd, and Kranz. The goal is empty. Watertown Laker goal is empty. Going to have to keep it down deep in the zone, and they do. Van der Vorst McKenzie, she's going to go back and grab it. She's been a heck of a player this entire game, and it's held in here by Jill Bush. All the shooters for Watertown are on the ice right now. Holeen makes a great effort to keep it in. Can't quite do it. Jacqueline Lloyd finds it in the neutral zone. She's going to back up. She's got to hurry up. We're at 59 seconds. We're going to have to get down and get a shot. She's going to try to get it over there, and here she is trying to keep it on her stick. And Kranz shoots it at the net, and here comes Janelle Lloyd going to try to get it, gets it knocked off her stick. And Jacqueline's going to pick it up right behind the net. We got 39 seconds left. We need to get a shot on goal here. Canagator picks it up in the far goal. She's going to take it all the way around. That wastes a little time. Kate Holeen's going to do everything she can do to hold it in. And it came sliding out slowly. And here's Jill Bush. Jill Bush gets it taken away by Canagator right in front of the Laker bench. And that thing's going to roll wide of the open net. Woloff's going to reverse field. We're at 19 seconds. Lakers got a long ways to go. Jill Bush going to swat it. Can't quite get it up to Kranz. Kranz is going to go back, and here's King in an open bowl. Everybody for the Lakers is playing goalie right now as the puck is down in the zone. Here comes Kranz. She's got 4 seconds, but hurry up. can't get it. Vandervorst. McKenzie grabs it off of her stick, and this one's going to run out of time on the Watertown Lakers. And 6-5, what a game. 44 shots on goal for Sioux Center. 21 shots on goal for the Lakers. And that was quite an effort there by the Watertown Lakers. They drew it up a couple times with a couple minutes left and got the goal they were looking for with 1:37 left, but couldn't quite close out that last goal as they pulled their goalie for the last 1:07.
Normally in the non-COVID year, these players that go through and shake hands, they can't do that. They line up with their blue lines and just kind of tap their sticks.
So they're going to do a ceremony here for the Sioux Center Storm. Captains are going to go out and grab it. That's Vandervorst, King, and Tinkelberg. That's that entire first line for Sioux Center, and did a nice job.
So a 6-5 win for the Sioux Center Storm, and how about
our first one-goal game?
First one-goal game, and how about Van Forst, her final game of a Sioux Center Storm, and she goes out and scores 4 goals in the win, 6-5 over Watertown. So that ends our first game. We'll come back, though, with the post game and also start to get you set for game number 2. You're listening to the State Hockey Tournament on the Capital City Rock, 1480 KSDR, as well as on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Now's the time to get a great deal on Kubota equipment, like versatile #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
It's been a long winter, but now it's time to start thinking spring and summer. Hi, it's Jason at Leisure Palace. Start planning your backyard escape now and get the best prices of the year. Hot tubs, fire tables, patio furniture, and swimming pools. Imagine sliding into a hot spring or caldera spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body. Then take a few more steps into your own outdoor pool. Get these great products at the guaranteed lowest prices. 0% financing and cash discounts are available. Leisure Palace, creating your perfect escape on the corner of Euclid and Capitol in Pierre.
As we welcome you back here to the Watertown Mace Arena, as we have gotten the first game done of the day, and it was a good one, a 6-5 win for Sioux Center over the Watertown Lakers in our first one-goal hockey game of the tournament. And if I was a betting man, I would be well, I don't know if the bet is in a good spot, but I would probably bet that we're going to see 2 more one-goal hockey games by the end of today.
Yeah, the Lakers found themselves down 2 goals with 3:07 left, and a timeout on the bench. And Jeff, you called it. You pull your goalie with 3:07 left.
Well, and that's exciting for hockey.
Yeah,
it's exciting for both teams. It's exciting for the fans, and you can look at that big old net down there and say, "Oh, we should be able to get it in there." And it's tougher than you think. But that's the different philosophies they have, the different coaching systems that you have, and that's what makes it fun.
And you can see, if you're watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, the emotion of winning a fifth-place game, winning your last game, but also knowing you got the win, but your career's come to an end. There's a lot of hugs going around, not just because you won, but because you're saying goodbye to seniors after playing for so many years together.
Yeah, we'll never do this again.
So at the 8:16 mark, Sioux Center Storm takes that two-goal lead by Mackenzie Van Vorst. It's her 4th goal of the game, and then then the Lakers have a timeout at 3:07, and they pull their goalie, and it goes all the way down to 125, and it's a Lloyd Esplin Kranz goal to bring it within 1 goal. The goalie for the Watertown Lakers stays on the bench, and basically run out of time to get that one. But a risky call at 3:07 to pull your goalie, but it worked just like they wanted to. Gave them a chance to win, and that's all you can ask for.
That's right. Funny, the officials go over there. I thought they were going to tell me you have to get off the ice for the next game, and the coach looks at him like, "We'll leave when we were good and ready."
Yeah. And the next game is supposed to start at 11:30. I would think, with only 29 minutes before that next game gets underway, that we might see this third-place game and probably the championship be a little bit behind
just
schedule.
A little late.
Because you do want to get a chance to get some pictures taken with the team.
Which would be the first time all week.
Yeah.
Or all weekend.
And to expect any tournament to stay on schedule the entire time without too long of a break between the games is almost impossible to happen. So the fact that we're getting to the day 3 and we're just now seeing we might have a little bit longer, we might not get started right at 11:30. But for those that are going to be listening on Capital City Rock as well as on 1480 KSDR and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, we'll be back around 11:20-ish because I think we'll be about 11:35 by the time the game starts. So we'll come back at 11:20. So here in about 18 minutes, we'll get back for the second game of the day, which will be Brookings and the Mitchell Marlins in the third-place game. I believe Jeff Anderson is going to have the call for that one, as we'll have it for you right here on Capital City Rock Sports, as well as on Capital City Rock, and then 1480 KSDR. So back at 11:20 here on Capital City Rock, as well as 1480 KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
You've been listening to the State Girls Hockey Tournament. The Girls State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by First National Bank, Envirotech, Taco John's, Xander Auto Parts, Fisher Rounds, Kubota, Dakota Land, the Clubhouse in Pierre, Weatherall, and Hermansen Endodontics. Hockey is also brought to you by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Fastenal, Tickled Pink, Shields Iceplex, Midwest Hockey TV, the Grey Goose Store and Social Club, Leisure Palace Pools and Spa, Reliabank, Pelican Power Sports, Pizza Ranch, and Sunmasters. Join us for the boys and girls state hockey tournaments on your home for the Oahe